context. So in looking at his poetry and trying to figure out how to present poems on stage, I was requested to do one about a bathhouse in San Francisco. And this particular bathhouse had an aquarium in it. And so the poem has some unusual combinations of imagery, and you'll get that. And then the second poem takes place at a historic gathering hole for beat poets, like AKBAR is for our scene now. If you can imagine, the Beat generation had the Cafe Trieste, which was around the corner from City Lights bookstore, and a lot of them, the poets would meet there to congregate and gab and talk and share their creative efforts. And that cafe is still there, and my boyfriend Zach and I went and we were enjoying an espresso, and we're talking about, oh, I wonder if this, if the scene is gone, if the energy has left, if poets still congregate or whatnot. And we looked up on Wikipedia and looked it up, and Zach saw, oh, look at this photo of this guy who's in the corner, and oh, there's still, it seems like there's still stuff going on. Anyway, I go to the bathroom, I come back in, and Zach's like, look at this picture I just took. And I look at the picture and I'm like, what, you just took a picture of the photo from the Wikipedia page? And he's like, no, look over there. And the poet, Jack Hirschman, who was in the Wikipedia page, was sitting in the exact same spot that he was on the Wikipedia. It was one of those moments. So yes, there still is a poetry scene in San Francisco, and we are blessed to have an amazing scene here that Travis and Ian have been keeping going. So bless you. And this first poem is called Naked Men in Green Heated Water. Exactly. Naked men in green heated water float beside tropical fish whose electric colors vibrate in a shock of black. Light where green-gray jelly waves and something yellow darts through coral. Someone descends to the water. His eyes, perfect body, stirs, mind, ripples. His eyes, perfect body, stirs, mind, ripples. His eyes, perfect body, stirs, mind, ripples. Eyes float on the surface. Music pours into the Minoan pool. Striped fish are having an orgy with an electric eel. Snaky tendrils sprout from the mouths of these young men, grabbing each other between the legs, where they explode Roman candles of dazzling sperm. In this wetness, feelings flower like muffled dreams, like boats shot into the sky, like sweat dripping in tongues, like a rapist wearing his victim's skin. In this wetness, feelings flower. Naked men in green heated water. the Café Trieste. The music of ancient Greece and Rome did not come down to us. But this morning I read Virgil's Eclogues, struck by the prophecy of a new era. A great cycle of centuries begins. Justice returns to earth. The golden age returns. He wrote 30 years before the end of his millennium, describing the birth of the infant God come down from heaven. Jesus was 19 when Virgil died at 89. Will the golden age ever come? Same faces throw up each generation. Same races, emotions, struggles. All those centuries, those countries, languages, songs, discontents, they return here as I sit at the Café Trieste. Oh, recitative of years, oh, Paradiso sings the jukebox as Virgil and Verdi combine in this life to show this is the only golden age there'll ever be. This is the only golden age there'll ever be. This is the only golden age there'll ever be.